The AFCAT 2 2022 official notification has been published by the Indian Air Force today, and the registration for the same examination has already been started. So let's look into what are the new things that we can see in this official notification. But before we start with the official notification of AFCAT 2 2022 exam, we will also look first of all about what AFCAT exam is all about. AFCAT, or the Air Force Common Admission Test, is conducted twice every year by the Indian Air Force to recruit candidates for the Class 1 gazetted officers in flying and ground duties, that is, technical and non-technical branches. It is an exam where both male and female candidates can apply for both Short Service Commission in flying branch and permanent or short service commission in ground duties for both technical and non-technical roles. Let's look into now what this official notification of AFCAT 2 2022 exam mentions. The Indian Air Force has published, as I have already told you in the beginning of the session, the official notification of AFCAT 2 2022 exam today, that is on 1st June 2022. And from today itself, the registration process for the exam has already started. It will continue till 30th June 2022. So make sure that if you are interested to apply for this exam, you are starting a registration process as soon as possible. You should also remember that AFCAT 2 2022 exam is the best way for you to join the Indian Air Force, and it is conducted only by CDAC on behalf of the Indian Air Force across many online exam centers. The question may arise in your mind now that who can apply for AFCAT 2 2022 exam? Well, the online applications are invited for the courses which are going to commence in July 2023 for grant of Short Service Commission in Flying Branch and Permanent Commission and Short Service Commission in Ground Duty Technical and Non-Technical branches. Online applications through this particular notification is also invited for grant of Permanent or Short Service Commission for NCC Special Entry Scheme for Flying Branch and for Meteorology Entry as well. Now, the most important thing that have been officially declared by the Indian Air Force is the number of vacancies, the entry, the branches and the course numbers that are going to be covered through AFCAT 2 2022 exam. Now, for the AFCAT entry for flying branch, there will be Short Service Commission granted for both men and women. The course number is 214-23F SSC M and W. For men, there will be 2 vacancies in flying branch through AFCAT, and for women, there are 10 vacancies. Next comes the AFCAT entry for ground duty technical branch, which consists of aeronautical engineer electronics and aeronautical engineer mechanical. There will be permanent commission granted for men and short service commission for both men and women. The course numbers are 21323T PC 103 AECM and 21323T SSC 103 AEC M and W. For aeronautical engineer electronics, for permanent commission for men there are 23 vacancies and for short service commission there are 80 vacancies. For aeronautical engineer mechanical there are 7 vacancies for men in permanent commission and 26 vacancies for men in short service commission. For women, for aeronautical engineer electronics, there are total 11 vacancies in short service commission, and for aeronautical engineer mechanical, there are 4 vacancies for women in short service commission. Moving on to ground duty non-technical branch, permanent commission is granted to men and short service commission for both men and women. The course numbers are 21323G PCM and 21323G SSC M and W. For admin branch, the permanent commission granted to men is 11 and for short service commission there are 43 vacancies for men. For logistics, for permanent commission there are 5 vacancies and for short service commission 16. For accounts, there is 3 vacancies for men in permanent commission and 11 in short service commission. For education branch, there are 2 vacancies available in permanent commission for men and 8 for short service commission in men. Now coming for the women, vacancies for the admin branch is 2 in short service commission. In logistics, it is also 2 in short service commission. In accounts, it is 2 in short service commission. And in education branch, it is 2 in short service commission. Now we come to meteorology entry. And for the meteorology branch, there are permanent commission granted for men and short service commission for both men and women. Course numbers are 21323G PCM and 21323G SSC MNW. So for meteorology branch, the permanent commission granted to men will be 3, and for short service commission there are 8 vacancies. For women, for the short service commission, there are only 2 vacancies in meteorology entry. Through NCC special entry for flying branch, there will be permanent commission given for men and short service commission for both men and women. Course numbers are 21423F PCM and 21423F SSC MNW. 10% seats out of CDSE vacancies for permanent commission have been reserved for this entry, and 10% seats out of AFCAT vacancies are reserved for short service commission through NCC special entry. Please remember that 2 seats are however reserved for law qualified candidates for ground duty non-technical branches. So here you can see that in the official notification published by the Indian Air Force for AFCAT 2 2022 exam, the vacancies are confirmed and are declared in a very clear-cut manner for both men and women cadets. Now we move on to the other educational age limits and other eligibility criteria that you need to check before applying for AFCAT 2 2022 exam. So for flying branch, your age should be between 20 and 24 years as of 1st July 2023. That is, your date of birth should be between 2nd July 1999 and 1st July 2003, both dates inclusive. However, if you are having a valid and current commercial pilot license issued by DGCA India, then your upper age limit is relaxable up to 26 years. That means you should be born between 2nd July 1997 and 1st July 2003, where both dates are inclusive. Moving on to the age limit, for the ground duty technical branch, your age should be between 20 and 26 years as of 1st July 2023. That is, you should be born between 2nd July 1997 and 1st July 2003, both dates inclusive. Similarly, for AFCAT ground duty non-technical branch, your age limit should be between 20 and 26 years as of 1st July 2023 and your date of birth between 2nd July 1997 and 1st July 2003, where both dates can be inclusive. Now we come to the educational qualification for each of these branches. Starting with flying branch, you should have a graduation degree with minimum 60% marks in graduation and minimum 50% marks in maths and physics in your 10+2 level, that is your 12th standard. Or you could also have a BE or BTech degree and you should have a minimum 60% marks in it and also a minimum 60% marks in maths and physics in 10+2 level in your 12th standard. Or you could also have cleared sections A and B examination of associate membership of Institution of Engineers India or Aeronautical Society of India from a recognized university with a minimum of 60% marks or equivalent. Now coming to the ground duty technical branch, your educational qualification should be a BE or BTech degree with minimum 60% marks, or you should have cleared sections A and B examination of associate membership of Institution of Engineers India or Aeronautical Society of India or graduate membership examination of the Institution of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineers by actual studies with a minimum of 60% marks or equivalent in the streams that are notified in the official notification, and you should have a minimum 50% marks each in physics and maths in your 10+2 standard. I would suggest you to check the streams notified in the official notification for a much more clearer aspect. Now we will come to the ground duty non-technical branches, and for administration and logistics, you should have a 10+2 and a graduate degree with a minimum 3 years degree course in any discipline from a recognized university with a minimum of 60% marks or equivalent. Or you should have cleared section A and B examination of associate membership of Institution of Engineers India or Aeronautical Society of India from a recognized university with a minimum of 60% marks or equivalent. For the accounts department, you should have a 10+2 and a graduation degree in any of the following streams with 60% marks or equivalent from a recognized university. So you could have a BCom degree with a minimum 3 years course, or you could have a Bachelor of Business Administration with specialization in finance, or a Bachelor of Management Studies with specialization in finance, or a Bachelor of Business Studies with specialization in finance. Or you could also have qualified CA, CMA, CS or CFA. Or you could also have a BSc with specialization in finance. Coming to the next department, which is education department, you should have a 10+2 and post-graduation degree with 50% marks in any discipline, including integrated courses offering post-graduation, single degree without permission to exit and lateral entry, and with 60% marks in graduation in any discipline. For the meteorology branch, you should have a 10+2 and postgraduate degree in any science stream or mathematics or statistics or geography or computer applications or environmental science or applied physics or oceanography or meteorology or agricultural meteorology or ecology and environment or geophysics or environmental biology with minimum of 50% marks in aggregate of all papers put together, provided that your maths and physics were studied at graduation level with a minimum of 55% marks in each. So while checking your educational qualification for any of these branches, make sure that you're checking them very clearly and only then you're applying for this particular exam. Now, the next thing that will come into your mind is how to apply for AFCAT to 2022 exam. Basically, you need to go to any of the two official websites. Either you can visit careerindianairforce.cdac.in or afcat.cdac.in afcat, and you can start your application process online using any of these two links. Please also make sure that you should have a valid Aadhaar card, which is mandatory for any online registration for AFCAT 2022 exam. Basically, as you know, the AFCAT is an online examination which will be conducted across the country at different online exam centers. You have to check your marks, cutoff marks, etc. on the official portal with the publication of results by Indian Air Force once you have taken the AFCAT examination. After that, obviously, you have to select the AFSB centers as well as dates on the same portal. Once your date has been selected along with the venue, you will get your call-up letters where you need to appear in AFSBs, and once you get recommended in your AFSB interview, you will be sent for medical examination. Once you are declared medically fit, you have to wait for the final selection, which will be based on the final merit list. So once your name is there, you will get the joining letter. It is a very simple procedure that you need to follow step by step. Now we will move on to the exam scheme for AFCAT as well as EKT 2 2022 exam. Now the candidates who are opting for ground duty technical branch need to appear for both AFCAT 2 2022 as well as engineering knowledge test, that is EKT 2 2022 exam as well. As you all know that AFCAT and EKT are conducted in 2 days, with AFCAT exam taking place in 2 shifts on each day. Now we will move on to the syllabus, which is very important. As you will be preparing for AFCAT examination, you should know what the syllabus is for AFCAT 2 2022 exam. So basically for the English section, you have to prepare for topics like comprehension, detecting error in a sentence, sentence completion or filling in of correct word, synonym and antonym, close test or fill in the gaps in a paragraph, idioms and phrases, analogy, sentence rearranging, substitution in a sentence or one-word substitution. For general awareness section, you have to prepare for topics like history, geography, sports, national and international organizations, art and culture, personalities, environment and ecology, Indian polity, economy, basic science-based knowledge, science and technology, current affairs including national and international, and defense-related affairs. Next, we come to numerical ability section, and for numerical ability section, you have to prepare for topics like decimal fraction, time and work, average and percentage, profit and loss, ratio and proportion, simple and compound interest, time and distance, and races for trains, boats and streams, area and perimeter, probability, number system and number series, mixture and allegation, rules, clocks. For reasoning and military aptitude test section, you have to prepare for verbal and non-verbal reasoning topics. Now, as you know that from the previous examination of AFCAT, the question patterns have changed. The number of questions have also changed for each and every section. So we will also come to that, and I will let you know about what the new exam pattern is all about. And this is the new and revised syllabus for AFCAT 2 2022 exam. Make sure that you are following the syllabus very clearly and preparing likewise. Now we will also let you know about the examination pattern, that is the marking scheme. And as you know, in AFCAT exam, basically you have to sit for the sections where the different questions will be asked from sections like general awareness, verbal ability or English, numerical ability, and reasoning and military aptitude test. The total duration for the entire exam of AFCAT 2 2022 will be of 2 hours, where it consists of 100 questions in total and a total of 300 marks. For the EKT exam, there will be questions asked from mechanical, computer science, and electrical and electronics, and the total duration of the EKT 2 2022 exam will be 45 minutes, which will consist of a total of 50 questions and consisting 150 marks. So this mark division is very important for you to know. It is also important for you to know the marking scheme, which will help you to understand the negative marking and how much you can score for each correct question answer and how much you can lose for each incorrect answer. So for every correct answer, you will score 3 marks in your AFCAT and EKT 2 2022 exam. Likewise, there is a negative marking and you will lose 1 mark for every incorrect answer. However, if you are skipping any question, if you are not attempting any question, you will get no marks with it. So it is important for you also to know this marking scheme very, very clearly. Now we will move on to the most important part of this particular session, that is important dates. Since through the official notification of AFCAT 2022 exam, the Indian Air Force has also published the exact confirmed dates of AFCAT 2022 exam. So we will look into the important dates for AFCAT 2022 exam now. As you know, the official notification of AFCAT 2022 exam has been published today, which is 1st June 2022, and from today itself you can start your online application process. However, the last date to submit your online application for AFCAT 2022 exam will be 30th June 2022. So make sure you are applying as fast as you can. And then the admit card for the exam will be published in the official website of the Indian Air Force in August 2022, and your exam dates have already been declared. The exam dates for AFCAT 2022 exam will be on 26th, 27th and 28th August 2022. Please note down these 3 days on which the exams will be conducted. It will be 26th, 27th and 28th August 2022. So in your admit card, you will see which date you have been allotted and which shift. As you know that in 2 shifts, the exams takes place of AFCAT examination. And the result will be declared in September 2022 for this particular examination. Now, I will be discussing in length and in detail about the exam schedule as well. So make sure you're checking this out very, very importantly. So as you can see, there are 3 dates, 26, 27 and 28th August, which is allocated for AFCAT 2 2022 and EKT 2 2022 exam. So basically the exams will happen in 2 shifts, as you can see, first and the second shift. Now the candidates reporting time for the first shift for all these 3 days will be 7:30 a.m. For the second shift, the reporting time will be 12:30 p.m. and this is same for all the 3 days. Okay. After that, there will be a time which will be given to you for your admit card and ID proof verification, photography and candidate sitting arrangements will all be conducted, and it will be for all the 3 days for the first shift between 7:30 and 9:30 a.m. and for the second shift it will be between 12:30 and 2:30 p.m. So this is same for all the 3 days for both first and second shifts. After that, the candidates will be read of the instructions. They will be told about how they need to answer all the questions. So reading of instructions will take place for all these 3 days for first shift between 9:30 and 9:45 a.m. and for second shift it is between 2:30 and 2:45 p.m. Again, this is same for both the shifts in all the 3 days. Then the AFCAT 2 2022 exam will start, and for the first shift the timings is between 9:45 to 11:45 a.m. and for the second shift the timings will be between 2:45 and 4:45 p.m. Again, the timings will be same for all the days and for both the shifts. Now, those of you who will be taking both the AFCAT and EKT 2 2022 exam, there will be a break given between 4:45 and 5 p.m. and this is again same for all the 3 days. And the EKT examination of 2022, that is EKT 2 2022, will take place always on the second shift. So make sure that you are prepared for both the shifts, those of you who will be taking both AFCAT and EKT 2 2022 exam. So for EKT 2 2022 exam also, there will be a reading of instructions which will take place between 5 and 5:15 p.m. Again, this will be same for all the 3 days. And the EKT 2 2022 exam will take place between 5:15 and 6 p.m. and this will be same for all the 3 days, that is 26, 27 and 28th August. Now again, which day you are allocated for AFCAT 2 2022 exam, which timing, which shift, it will already be mentioned in your admit card. So don't worry at all regarding that. I hope now that it is absolutely clear to you, now that I have discussed in detail about the entire exam schedule for both AFCAT and EKT 2 2022 exam. Now I will be discussing about the change, the new question pattern for AFCAT 2 2022 exam. As I've already said, there is a change in the syllabus of AFCAT 2 2022 examination, which I have just discussed a few minutes back, and now I have come to the change, the new question pattern. So basically, there will be 4 sections from where the questions would be asked in your AFCAT 2 2022 exam, namely numerical ability, reasoning, and English and general awareness. So from numerical ability, now the number of questions will be asked will be 20 in number. Okay, so 20 questions will come from your numerical ability section. From reasoning and military aptitude, there will be 25 questions that will be asked. From English or verbal ability section, 30 questions will come. And from general awareness section, 25 questions will come. So in total, 100 questions will be asked in your AFCAT 2 2022 exam. And I will repeat once more the number of question division and the marks division as well. From numerical ability section, 20 questions will be asked. From reasoning and military aptitude, 25 questions will be asked. From English or verbal ability section, 30 questions will be asked, and from general awareness section, 25 questions will be asked. So you can obviously understand from the marks and the number of question division that the English or the verbal ability section stands as the most important section, since it carries the maximum amount of questions and the maximum amount of marks as well. So make sure that you're preparing according to the importance of the questions and the marks asked from this particular examination, that is AFCAT 2 2022, while preparing well.